I know we really should be using more of the whale, but... Oh my god, that's so bad on the... Okay. But you know what? For the purposes of this video, and the purposes of completing this puzzle, it's not going to be the most efficient way to complete the puzzle, but look at that. We have now a perfect slab of whale meat. What's up, guys? My name is Colin, and we're back today in Infinifactory, and we're back with the final 3 puzzles of this entire section. I don't know if that's the whole game or not. Some people have said it is. Some people have said it isn't. I really don't know, but we got 3 puzzles left. Hopefully we can do them all in this episode, so we're just going to get right into this first puzzle. And we have to build a tank. Okay, where do we... Okay, what do we got? We got four materials to build from. So what are these materials? Oh great, everything's individual blocks. Okay, so we got treads. We've got those blocks for the body over there. And then we've got the barrel, and then the one block goes on the back. Okay, so you know what? We're just gonna build this in sections. So let's do this part first. This is that center section, which is okay, so it's a 2, 2, and 1. This should be pretty simple. So we're just gonna go, whoops, don't need that. We're gonna go 2, 2, and then 1. So this will take off the last bit. This extra piece will come off here. Okay, so that'll be a 2, that'll be a 2, and that'll be a 1. And then if we can just attach this like that, and then we just put some pistons up here, like so. 3 pistons, I believe. I'm getting really good at these assemblies now. You know, we've done them so many times, they're always the same. So that should break it into a 2, a 2, and a 1, and weld them all up properly. Right, so goes off right away, perfect. And then we just need to stack them, right? So we just need to stack them into a configuration where it's the 2 on top and 1 on the bottom. So that'll be, or 2 on top, and then, yeah, so the 2 on top and then the other 2. Okay, so this is easy. So just goes there, right? We can stack. You know, let's go out a little bit just in case we need the room. I don't know what we'll need the room for, but you know, just in case. We're gonna go 2, 2, and 1, so we can just weld all these up in behind like this, and then we'll have to worry about the treads and everything else. Okay, so welded. Okay, good. So that makes that piece, and then we just have to sort of shove it out of the way so we can put a piston here. And can we trigger it off that same... I guess we just triggered off that same sensor, so when the next one comes in, it'll just send the previous one out of the way, and then this one, we can just put a block here, and then feed that onto the tread assembly area. Alright, so I think this should work. So we're just gonna build 2, 2, 1, weld, and then when the next one comes through, pushes that out of the way. And that's actually in the right direction, isn't it? Okay, perfect. So now we need to build the treads. So there are 2 sets of 5. So that's pretty easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the one set. And then the other set can just get extruded out here. Like that. That's such a pain in the butt to have to do. But anyways, it's fine. We're just going to do it like this. Alright, so if I've done this correctly, this should be 2 sets of 5. 1, 2... 3. Good. Okay, so that's 2 sets of 5. Okay, and then we need to rotate these because they need to come horizontally now. So just rotate that and just rotate this, and this should just fling them out. And then actually we're gonna have to stage them too, because these ones are gonna come out where it's always paired, the number of ingredients. So we're gonna have to slow these ones down because this one doesn't move until the next one comes in. So we're gonna have to make these ones wait for the next one too. So we're gonna go just like this, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll rotate to there, right? And then this one should also rotate to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay. And then we're gonna use these to push onto a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platform, right? And that'll just kind of get in the way, and it's fine, doesn't matter. And then that'll shunt it across, and then it'll come back this way, and somehow we'll line it all up. Alright, and then we just need to weld these all up with this guy. So we're gonna have to drop this guy into position as well, and then we're gonna have to weld all 3 of them. It's got a weird positioning because you can't put a welder straight across, but this should groove, I think, like that. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is gonna work. So basically the middle piece has to drop into position, And the treads have to hang off either side, and then hopefully that'll all fit down in there. Okay, so the middle piece, the treads are both waiting. Okay, so the second set's coming through here. I think this is gonna work. Oh, okay, this needs to go over one. Oh, but that's gonna get in the way. Hold on. Yeah, this has to move over so it doesn't get in the way of the tread. There we go. Yeah, it was gonna get in the way of the tread otherwise. Okay, there we go. Because the two treads are gonna fall here, and then that's gonna fall there. And we're gonna have no way of pushing it off. This is gonna be a problem. Alright. So that drops into position. Drops into position. Okay, so that's perfect. We can't, that's just locked now. So we have to lift this guy up and drop it from higher so then we can push it off this way when the whole thing assembles, and then we're good to go. So let's just send this guy up on a lifter. Okay, so this should push that off, right? So we'll just fast forward. Lift. Okay, no, we need another, just a conduit piece there just to hold that down. Alright, come on, second piece, let's go, lift. Perfect, okay, so there we go. So that drops it from higher. Perfect, perfect, and then this gives us room, excellent. Okay, so then we can go like this. Okay, and that should pull it off if we put this guy here. And that needs to push when, what? When it sees the tread land there. Actually, this is gonna work, and then we'll just run the conduit under here. This should do the whole assembly. Except for the barrel, and then we'll deal with the barrel and we'll shunt that around later. Okay, so let's just speed this up. It's a little bit slow. We might be able to get a faster cycle time. Alright, that's great. That is fantastic. And then we just need to make the barrel. So the barrel is 3 long and then combined with a single piece. And we don't have to rotate the single piece, but we do have to rotate the barrel. So, I mean, we can just make the barrel 3 long pretty much right out the gate. And like that's literally, there we go. So unless our cycle's on max, it's never gonna weld the whole thing together, but I don't think even on max it'll, because the tread is always gonna come out faster, so that should be good. Okay, and then we just need to rotate this. And then like stage it a bunch of times. Well, actually we just need to stage it once. And then same sense with this guy, we need to stage it once. So we'll just stage it here. Okay, so that one's waiting right away, and then we'll just check the barrel here. So there it goes. Rotate. Okay, and then that'll stage the barrel. How are we gonna drop that into, oh, we can just weld it. You know what, it can weld in midair. Okay, so let's just line up the tank. Hold on, so the tank ends up here. And it slides into position, so it should end up with the very tip of the tread there, which means if we go back something like this, right? It should be like that height. Is that the right spot? And then we'll just drop the pieces into position with the tank. And as soon as they get there, the tank should just snap weld them. Okay, no, forward one. There we go. So that should put the tank into position. Okay, and then we just need to drop the barrel in front of that. So just like this. And then the barrel should just automatically weld when it snaps down into position. And then this piece, we'll just rotate it this way. And we'll just drop it down to here. And then it can just drop in from behind. And then we'll have to put sensors on the whole thing. So that should do it. This should have a fully built tank here, and then we just need to push it to the endpoint. Hopefully. I mean, as long as these barrels stage enough, I'm thinking 2 should be enough. We have to make sure one of these pieces is the last to fall. We can always add more staging too. Okay, so there's the second barrel. So now the block's coming, but I think that block's going to beat the tank to it. Yeah, it totally is. Once the production's running, it shouldn't matter because it's like an even time interval between stuff. It's just the first line of stuff that we got to make sure is all sequenced up. Okay, so there comes the barrel. See, the barrel's perfect. That like just makes it there right after the tank. And then the block comes. And then we can actually use this block to trigger the sensor movement. So that block can trigger the piston here. No, up one. There we go, and that should push the whole thing out of the way. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so we've got the whole body assembly here. Body assembly is putting everything together properly. Tread assembly here. It's all kind of staged. Boom, done, waiting. Next. Fast forward, fast forward. Oh boy, it just, it hugged the other tank. That's not good. That's not good. Let's get you out of the way this way. We'll try it on +1. It might not work because everything's kind of timed with the beginning. Now the barrel is still too quick. Yeah, because we've got everything timed for that first one, so that's fine. We'll just leave it on normal speed. We'll speed it up the time though. Because of the way I sequenced this, I mean, we should have really had it like on a piston that waits and deploys it when it's in position, but that's okay. Boom, tank. Solid, making tanks. So really, I mean, not too complicated in assembly, just a lot of individual steps, you know? But they all work together, they get everything done. Pretty easy, just gotta look at it piece by piece, one at a time, and then once you've got the whole thing put together, it works out real well. This is really a cool weld setup though. This was a good comment suggestion. Ooh. Okay, so I did pretty good on the block score, but oh, worse than most people on the cycles, and worse on the footprint too. Bad footprint. But yeah, that little weld section here, this weld section here, it's really cool. This came from one of your comments where you guys were saying, you know, you don't have to weld up welders all in a line like this. All that matters is that their beams stay connected. So as long as you can connect the beams like that, you can actually have welders go, you know, through 3 sets of blocks without having it interfere. Doing stuff like this, you can't weld that otherwise, because you can't really weld from underneath. But really good suggestions in the comments. But anyways, terrible score, but you know what? I don't really care. We're gonna keep going with these puzzles. So we're gonna do the meat product type 101. Now the last meat product was herding gophers, so I can't wait to see what this meat product is. It's a whale. Okay, so we have to make 2 containers. One's white and one is red. These are just wrapping machines. So is there like 2 different types of meat then? I guess there must be 2 different. Let's just cut a chunk off this whale, and this seems really weird, to be honest. But anyways, so we need to make 3 and 3. I mean, really, okay, so the way to do this is just to have like a really great process that recycles as much of it as possible. But at least we have to get 3 for each one. So let's just, you know, let's just see what this looks like. That's oh, okay, so there's the pink stuff. All right, well, I think the easiest way to do this is to lift it up and then drop it through a series of grinders that just cut it into cubes, and then send the cubes along the assembly line. So I think that's what we'll do. So we don't need any of that, really. We'll just lift the whole thing up. We'll you know what? We'll just cut off this whole back section because I don't really care to deal with that. So we'll just run the whole thing here. We'll cut off everything on the back end here. So this will be from here across. So we'll just cut all this. I mean, this feels like kind of weird, to be honest. I don't know. Right, so perfect. So now we got a cube, right? So we'll lift the cube up. Okay, how high does the cube go? Okay, it goes up to that height. So we'll then push the cube off. All right, so we've got it lifted up to that height, and then we just need to take it here and like drop it down. All right, perfect, perfect. It's just a little bit jammed up. That's fine. We'll drop it right behind it. Okay, no, we gotta drop it a little bit over here. Okay, there we go. And then we just need to cut it into little cubes. So it lands... Oh my goodness, this is the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever done in this game. Actually, in any game I think I've ever played. Alright, here we go. So we've got to mince the whale into little cubes. Okay, well... Like, I don't... Okay. So this one, and then it'll be a gap, and then a cutter, gap. Wait, hold on. This is a problem, actually, because how are we gonna divide it up? You know what? We're actually doing this whole thing completely wrong. We're never gonna actually be able to cut all that meat because we're only gonna cut it one way, then we'd have to cut it another way. So we're just gonna waste a lot of the meat instead, And we're gonna cut just a slab of meat right in the very beginning. So we'll have one slab to deal with, and then we'll just cut the one slab, and the rest of it we'll just get rid of. Okay, so this is gonna be actually a lot easier. So here's what we need to do. We need to cut all this, right? And that'll be like our guide piece. Okay, because we need like a middle slab that has some of the other meat type. This is just getting so much worse. I'm so sorry, people. I'm so sorry, everybody. I promise I don't actually enjoy it. Oh boy, okay. And then this is, yeah, here we go. This is how we gotta do it. All right, so there we go. So that's one slab, and then everything else, unfortunately, is just gonna go to waste. I mean, you know, the aliens will probably be pretty mad at me, but they seem to have an endless supply of whales for some reason. So we're just gonna. I'm so sorry, everyone. I know we really should be using more of the whale, but oh my god, that's so bad on the. Okay, but you know what? For the purposes of this video and the purposes of completing this puzzle, it's not going to be the most efficient way to complete the puzzle. But look at that. We have now a perfect slab of whale meat. And then we'll just lift that slab up, just like that, and then we'll send it over to be cut into pieces. I mean, it would be more efficient, obviously, to have more than one slab. Actually, hold on. Can we maybe just do multiple slabs? Maybe we can just do this. Why can't we just do that? Because that one gets stuck. What if I do that? Huh, would you look at that? There we go. Every time I look at this puzzle and think about trying to use more and more of the whale, I realize that I run into more and more issues with these grinders. So instead, we are using 2 slabs, but we're only cutting the last little piece of it. Again, we're just wasting a lot. But you know what? We've got these 2 slabs, right? And then you can see there, they cut in like that, and boom, problem solved, and boom. We get 5 of the one and 4 of the other. Oh, this is an extra grinder here we don't even need. Okay. Is there a way to maybe recycle another? So we can get an extra, maybe an even 5 and 5? No, we're just still not, eh? Still just 5 and 4. Yeah, I mean, so it's fine. We can just feed these out in belts now. And then we just need to divide them up into equal piles of 3. So, I mean, that's pretty easy to do. We just go 1, 2, third pile goes forward, 5 deploys a little sensor guy like that, which can go like this and go like that. Problem solved. I'm sure there's an easier way to split this into a pile of 3, but this works. I mean, there's no reason it doesn't. So here we go. We're wasting a whole ton of the whale, but you know what? That is okay. All right, then same sense on this side. We'll do the same thing. All right, so there we go. So we should have 2 sorting machines, and we should be grinding the whale pieces pretty easily. So there we go. Slab of meat, boom. 2 different chunks, 2 different chunks. Perfect. Wait, you can't make it with the... Wait, what? You can't make it with the eyeball? Are you serious? I can't make it with the eyeball. You guys don't want the eyeball. Which one's the eyeball one? It's this one? This one right here. Okay, so you guys just don't want this slab of meat. That's fine. You know what? I mean, I don't get it. Would have thought you guys would have enjoyed that, but there you go. Okay, we're still getting 4 and 4, which is good. Perfect. Grinds away that. Does the rest of the skin ones matter? Like, is it gonna complain about this? I hope not. I hope it's just the eyeball that it complains about. Yeah, it doesn't seem to complain about them. Okay, perfect. So we're good. We're making sushi now, I guess. All right, perfect. 4 and 4. I mean, again, we're not really using a whole lot of it. We probably should use more, but I mean, it's automatic. All right, we're doing good. 2 left on this one. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, on the money with the cycle score. So I guess not a lot of people use... If you wanted to get like a really good cycle score, you'd have to use most of the whale. Pretty decent on the footprint, actually. Much better than the previous challenge. But anyways, guys, as much as I want to beat the game in this episode, I think I'm going to have to save it for the next episode because these puzzles did take a little bit longer than I thought they would. I'm going to take a look at this next puzzle. We'll see what it is really quickly, but I have a funny feeling it's not going to be very quick. So it's aerial combat shuttle. I don't even know where. Oh, okay, it's in there. So what is this? We've got to build... Yeah, we have to build like a whole shuttle here. So this is going to be like the tank. It's going to take a little bit of time. So I think I'm going to save this for the next episode of Infinifactory. But make sure you hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you think of this game. We're almost at the very end, I think, of all the puzzles. I'm really excited for the last performance review. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the first puzzle in the next episode, and then we'll do the performance review. And maybe, who knows, it'll be more puzzles to do or something like that. But make sure you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all next time.